In this episode of Solitude and Sailing, we take sailing vessel KYRON out for a cruise and review some sailing tips for a new sailor. Aboard our Pearson 26. It's a beautiful day, so let's go sailing. All right, we're sailing. Just opened up the main. So you don't want to go too far into land. Just keep that heading right there. I'm gonna open up the jib. She's on there tight. Oh, there you go. So never force your jib. So it was tight because I had it secured back here. There you go. Never force your jib. All right, so you're gonna feel more power once this jib opens up. The footage is a little shaky as I'm filming with a handheld camera while working the lines. There you go. There's gonna be a little more. I can tighten that jib a little more, but we were slowly churning into irons. So the best way is to churn away from the wind a bit. Turn a little bit more starboard. Fill the sail. There you go. Yeah, see that quiet up? Nice. Yeah. So my stitching needs to be redone on this line, on this wire here. I gotta put some sail tape on there. There you go. I'm going to the high side. What's our heel? We're only at a 15-degree heel. So when we're at a 45-degree heel, the rails will be in the water and the water will be coming up on the other side. All right. It is early August, well, mid-August I should say, on a Saturday, heading out with my new friend John, sailing on the Pearson. Beautiful. We're in Narragansett Bay, we're in Greenwich Bay area. Motors off, sails are on. Listen to your sail, feel the wind. What's the boat telling you? Does it want to go more one way or the other? There you go. We were just at a 30-degree heel. We're getting there again. We're at 15. No, don't turn too much. There you go. Remember, we can go 45 and still be happy. It's not a lot of battery power on this GoPro. It's a beautiful day for a sail on the Pearson. All right, aim more towards port. Only because there's not a lot of depth on that down this area. So see the baby blue on the Navionics? We want to stay in the baby blue to the white, and then we'll listen to the wind. At some point we might cross the wind and we'll tack. So right now I'm going to tighten up the sail a little more. She's steady flapping, and no, this is not when the stitching tore. The stitching was just aged. If you remember at the beginning of this season, I had to repair some of the stitching on that sail. There she goes. See how she just quieted up? So when you're closer to the wind, you want the sail tighter. Don't let the boat pull you though. There you go. Let it heel. Let it heel. Feel it. We're gonna get back into the shallows. Let's get that depth sounder on. There we go. That is a shoreline in East Greenwich that we are heading towards. It's gonna get shallow, so we need to tack away from it. How much fun are we having, are you asking? It's clearly seen on our faces. So we are now on a broad reach. The wind is coming from the corner of the aft. So not full on run, but this is very enjoyable. You feel it starting to pick up? Yeah. There's our guy with the sailboat back there. There's a guy coming in hot behind us. You're good, just keep your direction. You're good. Where is he? He's right there. These guys sometimes like to come real close. There's like a lot of space. It's almost like they deliberately want to give you their wake. But he might be turning towards Bristol. We'll see.
Beautiful. Sun's out.
Yeah, no, he's being good. He's giving us some space. We'll catch some of his wake. Thank you. Giving us space. Have a safe day. We'll still catch a little bit of his wake, but we're good.
Should I go into his wake or?
No, we're good. It's gonna hit us on the back. You just don't want to hit it on your beam directly. Okay. But it'll fade out by the time it gets to us. It's small enough, we're okay. But it can mess your sail up, rock you back and forth sideways. Same thing if you're out in the ocean and a wave's coming at you, you don't want to hit the wave sideways. That's how boats roll. You hit the wave head on. So we're on a little bit of a run. I'm gonna tighten up this main a bit. Pull it towards me now. Trying to teach John how to catch the sail on a run and maybe set up for a wing on wing, but with the minor tiller adjustment and the shift of the wind, we didn't catch it this time. So see what we just adjusted the angle that it was coming at us. So we can go back to that same direction and just trim our sails different, and we'll catch the wind differently. I'm gonna put the camera down and we'll do this way. We just tacked. We're on a starboard tack now. There's got a park up there, cellos. Keep that, go back to that other heading you had. Find that happy space. Find that happy space. You'll feel it. Let the boat speak to you. There you go. Now keep that heading, don't keep turning. You're turning still. So your heading is going to be on the horizon. So look at the horizon, aim the bow of the boat, keep that. See that house we're aimed at? Keep that heading. Because as you turn the tiller, your horizon, see how it's changing a little bit? So we have current coming at us, it's high tide. We have also the wind blowing on our starboard side. So there's going to be some pull on the boat from that. So if the wind was more to our aft, I would let this main sheet out some more so we can catch more of the wind. But we're on a close reach right now, borderline heading towards a beam reach. There you go. Now you're starting to beam a little bit. So when you're on a beam, it's more of an angle and it feels like you're flying. But actually, I think the fastest is when you're running and the wind's behind you. There's less of an angle on the boat. See, that thing might work its way up a little bit. Don't worry about it. There, now, right there, hold that. Aim whatever you're aiming at. Keep that. You're losing it. You're losing it. Pull more towards you a little bit. Beautiful. See, nice and quiet. Listen to the sail. Listen, what's the boat telling you? Yeah, baby blue's good. Dark blue's no good. We still got a lot of space before we need to adjust. We're actually going to run with the wind a little bit because we're going to slowly veer off. We're going to kind of round it off in a little bit here. Tighten it, pull that tiller, don't keep turning, right there. All right. So think about when you adjust the tiller, the bow is going to shift and then give the boat a time to adjust before you do the tiller again. That's Iggy's behind us. It's a nice day. Good day to be out on a sail. Yeah, boy. Feel it? See, it's smooth, quiet. Whatever you do, don't cut the tiller hard because I'll get knocked off. Yeah, keep that heading. I'm gonna climb up on the high side. Just don't turn. Tighten her up. If you notice, our jib is furled out a little bit short, and that is on purpose to limit some of the sail area and also increase the visibility while John is training. There it is. There it is. There we go. All right. You can sit on, you can move to the high side. All right. There you go. Just don't lose your heading. You're losing your heading. There you go. All right. I trust you now. Coming back here. Yes, we would add at least another knot if we open up that jib all the way. But we're not racing, and the learning experience is of most importance right now. What are we at? 30 degrees? There you go, we're flying. We are flying. He's a quick learner as he's learning to feel the boat, feel the wind. Yield to you. You're good. He's motoring. So when a sailboat is motoring, they're considered a motorboat. When they're sailing, they're on the sail. So he's considered a motorboat right now. Keep this heading. We're actually we're gonna cross his bow. This is the wake from that boat that cut us. See, he's adjusting. Oh, okay. Thank you. A nice guy. I think sailors tend to be more courteous than the average boater. There you go. We're sailing in Rhode Island, Narragansett Bay. There's the Jamestown Bridge, Newport Bridge, Jamestown, Newport. What a beautiful sailboat. Wow, that's a nice sailboat. I like classic sailboats. Beautiful. I think they have a lot of character. The new boats, carbon fiber, all of that is cool. But I like the good old classic sailboats. I like the old woodwork. Yeah, this guy's, yeah, good old. He's got a mizzen mast. Nice, that's a beautiful boat. Beautiful. It's calm, right? Yeah. You could chill.
A little scary earlier, but
yeah, that's the breaking in period. Not too much of a mess right now either. See, it's quieter. So now we're gonna adjust our sails because the wind is more towards our aft, and we're gonna start running. Okay. We are Solitude and Sailing. This is sailing vessel KYRON, a Pearson 26, sailing in Rhode Island. We are approaching Jamestown Bridge. There's Quonset Air Force Base in the distance. We got 6 to 10 knots, and we are cruising right now around 5 knots. We've been going up to the high 6s. It's a nice day. We're on a beam reach. We're going from a close hull to a beam reach. We've done a broad reach. We tried to go wing on wing. It was a tough to get it lined up just right, but we're having a good time out here on the water. At the end of the day, that's what matters most. Have a good time out in the water and stay safe while you're out there. A lot of boats out. They do the air show right there at the Air Force Base. Oh, really? And it's cool when they have it. You can pull your boat up, anchor out just outside,
and the planes fly right overhead, and they'll dive like right towards where the boats are. It's really cool. They make like a safety buffer zone.
Nice.
So my first time I went out there, I didn't realize there was a safety buffer zone, and I was still young at boating. I had my my 24 footer, the Bayliner, and I'm like, oh, look at all this space they left, because there was a bunch of boats anchored out, and I go anchor out there. And then next thing you know, the Coast Guard they're coming at me. They're like, hey, back up, back up. And then my wife says, you dummy, didn't you realize there's nobody over here? It's funny. So yeah, I'm like, oh, that's why nobody was in this prime real estate. So I had to back out of the buffer zone. But yeah, it was a good time. And then over the radio, all you hear is like different boaters yelling at each other, because you get the guys that don't know the rules of boating, and they're just kind of coming at each other, and people are yelling at each other over the radio, and the Coast Guard's like, this is an emergency station. It's always something. It's entertaining. So Aquapalooza is usually on Potter's Cove, which is on the island just behind us. I did not go to Aquapalooza this year. We were in Florida during that time, but even still, I don't know. It's getting too rowdy.
Yeah, I've seen videos. It gets pretty packed.
It's getting rowdy. We'll leave that for the young kids. Picking up speed now, yeah. Leaving a little wake behind.
On this trip here, according to my Navionics app, we traveled 12.9 nautical miles through Narragansett Bay with an average speed of 3.8 knots. That includes when we were motoring out. We had a nice heel with boat speeds 6 knots. I don't think we reached 7 without the full jib.
What a great time we had sailing today on KYRON. The weather was beautiful, the wind was nice, and it was just an awesome time. So you met John. John found this channel, and he messaged me to see if we can get together and go out for a day of sailing. I'm like, sure. I'm always open to taking people sailing. And what an awesome time we have. Such a nice guy, man. John, thank you so much. Look what he got me. Didn't have to, but it's a picture that I had taken, and he made a little frame, put it in the frame. Wow, what a nice guy. It says Isaiah 43:2, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Thank you so much, John, for this gift. You didn't have to, but yes, I am blessed to have this, so I'll be keeping that on the boat. And I hope you all at home enjoyed this episode of Solitude and Sailing. We are still sailing, and KYRON took us on a nice cruise today. So we'll keep you posted. See you on the next day out on the water. If you were on the water today and you saw us coming through in wave, hey, we'll catch you on one of these days out there. All right, take care. Hope you had a blessed day. Remember, may the wind be at your back, the sun on your face, and may you have following seas. Take care. Catch you on the next episode of Solitude.
Don't forget, listen to your sails. Feel the wind. Feel your boat. Feel it moving under your control. Be one with your boat.